Us Patriots, let's try again. Okay, different vantage point, different situation. Come one, come all. I do apologise. Let me know in the live chat. How am I coming through? Is there a 5x5? Can we get it done this time? Thank you, Jason. 5x5 from Cynthia. Thank you, Cynthia. Count Clergy, sounds perfect. 5x5. I do apologise. I think I'm on the main vein here on the 3G. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you for coming back. Thank you all, Patriots, for joining me again. And with that, I'm going to do it all over again. I was happy in the hour of a drunken hour, but heaven knows I'm miserable now. I was looking for a job, but then I found a job, and heaven knows I'm miserable now in my life. Why do I give people time? You know what I mean. I'm still learning. Good on you, Morrissey. Logos from Morrissey. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out his latest utterances. Never was a big fan, but I'm jumping on board the Morrissey train. Yeah. So look, I want to first thank you all for all of you following me on Instagram, grand_Torino_Ireland. Get over there. You can see what the latest shenanigans I was up to when I was abroad. I conducted an interview with the Liga Youth Coordinator in Milan, Davide Quadri. Davide Us. Thank you for your kind invitation and for looking after me over there for the last couple of days. Hopefully we can get through this broadcast without too much interference. If it does buffer or if it does break, let me know in the live chat and I'll carry on regardless. A lot of great... if you're new to the channel, don't forget, if you're watching this after the live stream, don't forget, press the like button, press the subscription button and the bell, and you'll be reminded of future broadcasts, or if the God's willing or the algorithms allow, they might notify you of another broadcast. Very much aware of what's going on in the Tulsa buildings. Big support to Angela. Keep up doing what you're doing. I was abroad, wasn't able to get down and support, but believe me, I was keeping an eye on it when I was away. So from the last stream, Carrick and Shannon definitely on my map, and a few other locations around the area. Getting a lot of reports coming in from my comment section. People contacting me on Messenger with individual reports. As I say, while I think of it, if you see something or you see something, send it in to either the Gran Torino website, www.grantorino.ie. I encourage you to drop any video articles you have there, something that we can report on. People contacting me on Messenger, send on your information there. I try and get through as much as I can. You can appreciate that the app is quite active for me and I don't get through all that posts. That said, to all you Patriots sending in friend requests to my personal Facebook page, I don't take any new friends on my existing Facebook account. I just cannot risk anything like that. So please do follow me, continue to follow me on the Gran Torino on Facebook, the dedicated page. But the personal site, I can't take any personal friend requests. Even though there are a great many there, I try and write back to you as much as I can and to fill you in, but it's only there purposely just to facilitate the Gran Torino page. 5x5 from the Rubber Duck. The Gran Torino mobile is still off the road. Apologies. You know, we're on limited funds, doing the best I can to raise the platform. As I say, was away the weekend. The more to follow up there. I have a report and I'll be piecing and edit together there, and I'll be presenting it hopefully towards the end of the week. It'll take a couple of days just to work through. 5x5 from 528. Okay, recently we had a report that just landed on my desk, and I want to give you two distinctive reports on what happened over the weekend. Many different events happening over the weekend. Like I say, I was abroad, couldn't keep an eye on everything as it was happening. But let's go from here, from RTE, our state broadcaster here in Ireland. Dedicates this article titled "Blow for Waterford as Akinde makes swift exit." 107 in the room, please, Patriots. 21 likes. hit the Rogans up. Izzy Akinde has left Waterford City and was on a flight back to Nigeria on Monday night with no guarantee he will ever return to Ireland. The abrupt end to his time at the club has come as a surprise, even though Akinde, who came to Ireland as a young child from Nigeria, had been seeking asylum in this country. Akinde's status in Ireland meant that he was unable to sign a professional contract with any of the Irish clubs with whom he played. The 25-year-old former Bray Wanderers and Bohemian striker scored 8 league goals for the South East club. Manager Alan Reynolds told the club's website, "The club would like to wish Izzy all the best. We signed him after the gaining promotion 2 seasons ago and he scored some important goals for us. We thank him for the hard work and the efforts over the past 18 months. He'll be missed on and off the pitch and was really popular, a member of the squad. He had his spleen removed in February 2017, a consequence of having low blood platelets, a serious operation which almost ended his career." Get this. Reynolds faces a severe shortage of options in attack now. Loan deals for Ireland under 21 striker Aaron Dinnan, Scott Twine, both recently expired, whilst winger is out for a month injured. Anyway, that was the RTE state broadcaster's response to the developing situation with him. But I'll encourage you, I'll bring you this contrasting report here from the UK database, and I will link these after the stream straight away. I'll pop both these articles in and you can disperse them or read them at your own pleasure, whatever you decide. This from the UK database. Remember, contrast of reports. 122, 123, good meal, Maha, good Patriots, keep it going, keep the thumbs up, get the Rogans up. I see that, Chair. I will touch in on the Tulsa situation. Getting back to this article here from the ukdatabase.com. Ismail Akinde, Kildare, Waterford. Meet professional football Ismail Akinde of Waterford FC. This is an expose of a convicted offender who was watched gang rape of a schoolgirl who not only walked free from court, but managed to silence 5 national newspapers with the help of high-flying barristers. The Irish Independent, Irish Examiner, Breaking News Era, Sunday World and Nationalist and Leinster Times all had court injunctions taken out against them to hide his conviction. Ironically, the judge, Justin Bernard Barton, presided over all the cases. Akinde was due to be deported after his conviction, but was granted asylum by Justice Barton because he was a hot prospect for the future of Irish football. During our investigation, we have learned that many people in Waterford, including the Nigerian community, had no clue. Akinde was never shown any remorse for his actions, and according to several sources, has even joked about the abuse and mocked the victim. The cases by plaintiff Ismail Akinde against these said newspapers is shown there for you to see. And I believe Bohemians assisted in the payment of the barristers too. Continuing on from the article, the .com continues with, on October 2014, 3 young Kildare residents have each received suspended sentences for the sexual abuse of a schoolgirl. Judge Mary Ellen Ring today apologised for the female victim, who was 14 years of age, paedophile, for the 4-hour delay in getting the case completed. She said she was considering this delay when sentencing leak slip men, and the 2 other plaintiffs are cited. You can read that there. And the third accused was Ismail Akinde, to 2 years suspended for 3. Judge Ring criticised the time issue, saying these matters should not take 4 years to get through the prosecution process. All parties should endeavour to deal with the case. He also admitted attempting to defile the girl in his own kitchen and defiling her in a forest clearing, also on March 25, 2010. Akinde of Rinwande Vale pleaded guilty to sexual assault and attempted defilement at Ojo's home on March 15, 2010. So these accusations, or these convictions, were reported in the mainstream paper. The judge acknowledged that the case delay has added to the victim's distress and also affected the 3 men's lives. Who gives a flying fiddlers what happens to them paedophile rapists? She commented that the 3 other accused accused of similar offences against the injured party had been dealt with before another circuit court. The judge further noted that the three men will carry a sexual offence conviction with them which may cause them not to get employment or to lose employment, quotation marks. At the sentence hearing in July, the court heard that the offences all took place with several people present. The three men, who were 16 years old at the time, on one occasion took turns to rape the girl in a forest clearing. The victim read her victim impact statement in court, describing how people called her a slut and a whore after her identity was made public by friends of the offenders. She revealed her family relationships had broken down due to Carney told Roisin Lacey, BL prosecuting, that one of the men had sex with the girl 3 times in a friend's sitting room while a number of others. On March 25th, the girl told Gardaí that the 3 accused took it in turns to pin her to the ground and forcibly have sex with her. Days later, the girl made a statement to Gardaí and the men were arrested. DNA from their semen was found on her clothing and 2 condoms found in the forest clearing. Garda Kearney said that the girl revealed that she had been in during the sum of the sexual abuse assaults, but she let the use because that's what had no choice, quotation mark. Quotes, sorry. One of them said, "You look like you're going to cry." She said she slapped him across the face and asked, "Blame me." Garda Kearney agreed that the counsel for the 3 men that each had been cooperative. Well, isn't that nice? Cooperative, you say. So 2 conflicting reports there. I'll be keeping mindful of the time. But our national broadcaster, more concerned about the loss to the football club, as reported by RTE. And we have to source the database ukdatabase.com, foreign journalists to report these cases. So do you think that's fair and balanced? Do you think that the welfare of the club is more important than the life of the young girl who 4 years had to be dragged through a court? Bohemians and other clubs facilitated the barristers to quash or to silence the 5 quoted newspapers, almost like the super injunctions of the footballers back in the day when they could afford to take out these super injunctions. Is this the new norm? Is this what we are to expect, that justice will not be served? That this man, after a petition, couldn't live with his conscience and returned back to Nigeria because it was more difficult for him to play football because he was bound to be a national treasure. But that thought leads into the abortion. Abortion, you say, how does that tie in? Well, we've allowed abortion, being told that they must choose between either have an abortion or lose your job, as quoted in the Independent. I think that article down below. That to me is that we've allowed death by 1,000 cuts. You give them an inch and they want more. You step back and they want more. So I say no. We must say into these circumstances and say no. Refuse these advancements into the corruption of our social morales. Give them once and they want more. They'll keep coming. And I bring that up and I say this. I'm reminded then of the 17-year-old young lady in, I think it was either Denmark or Holland, who committed euthanasia with the approval of the state. She euthanized herself after being irreparably damaged after a gang rape occurred, and the assailants and the convictions of the said prosecutors were listed there. That poor child could and chose euthanasia, but that the state facilitated it and thought it was the right thing to do. Now, I know a life after a sexual assault or rape or anything, imagine how anyone would recover from that, but I understand the sanctity of life and the importance of it. And I think it's a dangerous step from abortion to euthanasia to the death penalty. We are taking incremental steps. So rather than prosecute the sexual perverts that tormented this child, we will allow it to appear and save ourselves the embarrassment of facing the elephant in the room. You say these crime stats are going through the roof. Yes, they are, as reported in RTE. Sexual assaults in Ireland are going through the roof. Should it be a case now that prosecute and bring the full measure of the law and justice to the victims, we'll simply just dispense with the victim. I'm just asking the questions I ask you. Leave in the section below. Tell me what you think. Please, I implore you, I beseech you, I importune you, press the like button, press the subscription button, and the little blue bell. Share these videos on your own social media platforms. I don't want to finish out strong, and I don't want to make light of the reports I just read out. Time is coming close for us to, not to take things into our own hand, but we've got to get more active. I'm speaking to you, my patriots here in Ireland. Support for the Irish diaspora watching here abroad, all the ex-Irish immigrants that have had to travel, go through a process where they've had to have self-supporting themselves for a minimum of 2 or 3 years in other cases, have no criminal record, trade to get into a country. But no, I was abroad. It was a working holiday, and I will report back on my visit to Italy. Might not get requests coming in. I'm going to sign off there. Hopefully the team comes through a bit better. Take care.